Here is what I actually own currently in my Roth. Like I said, I'm down big on this one. I basically have almost 11,000 into BAK, and it's only worth almost less than 8,500. So I'm down significantly on that. But like I said, I think it's $25 any day of the week. Might go to 40, 50, who knows? But I think it's at least worth 25. And even though it had dropped down to the sevens, $12 is still well under the $25 mark. So I think at some point in the future, might not be today, may not be tomorrow, this will go back to at least $25, and I'll double my money. So I'm not too worried. It also was paying a very good dividend. I can't remember how much I had got from the dividend, but yeah, I don't know, $500, something like that. But anyway, I almost got 1,000 shares, 909 shares. Maine is a monthly payer. 64 shares of that. SJT, I got 250 shares. I actually started buying this when it was at seven, but because the price had gone up so much, I guess my average price is higher than that. But I started buying at 7. Like I said, it doubled. It went to 7. Went from 7 to 14, and now it's back down a little bit. But even though I'm down a little bit on this one, the dividend alone is almost 17%. So I'm not too worried. Now these I really don't know much about them. I just picked some turds and took a stab at them. So I got turd 1, turd 2, turd 3, turd 4, turd 5, turd 6, turd 7, turd 8, turd 9, turd 10. This one I had done some research on it before. This one I really like. This one I have been following it for a couple years now. They make chocolate. I forgot what this one does, but it's a company in Brazil. This is, as you can tell from this, I really like the steel, the cement, these kind of things that actually produce something. They actually make something. They're not just a service. They actually produce a physical product. And in my mind, you got a war in Russia and Ukraine, and guess what those tanks use? Most of them use steel. And, I don't know, they might have lost 500 tanks. They might have lost 500 armored vehicles. I can't remember the exact figures. But if they're going to replace those at some point in the future, you're going to need steel. And any developing economies, you need steel. Steel is how Americans built the skyscrapers of New York. For building homes and construction, you're going to need cement. So I really like cement. I really like steel. And of course, oil and gas. Smith and Wesson. famous handgun company in America. I think things are going to get bad in America, and I think there's going to be blood in the streets. And what happens when everyone starts raiding the grocery stores and there's one loaf of bread left? Who's going to win? The person with the gun's going to win. So I think guns are going to be more valuable in the future. A cement company. I think that's another cement company. AIV is interesting because this was a spinoff of the famous O. Everyone wants to be an O, which is a monthly real estate payer. It's called Realty Income. Now, after the pandemic, I had briefly owned Realty Income. I can't remember the price. I want to say it was $20, $30, somewhere right like that. Since then, it has probably gone to 80 or 100. I can't remember exactly. I had to look it up. The symbol is O. But it's definitely not worth buying at that price. And the dividend yield is really low for the price you're paying. But this company, AIV, is, like I said, a spinoff of it, and they're going to be growing their dividends. I don't even think they're paying dividends currently, but ideally they will grow into a really good company. So, and then this right here is a wine maker. I like them because I think they dominate a region and they're small. Maybe I'm wrong, but I like the chocolate. I like the wine. I like the apartments. This one I believe is another steel one. Overseas, it's another cement one. These are relatively small positions, $200 to $500. I mean, $200 to $250 each. And like I said, I really don't know I know almost nothing about 10 of these companies. I know almost nothing about them. But the reason I had bought them was just because of their valuation. And then I basically picked half of them based on purely their valuation and statistics, and then I handpicked, another 10 or so that either I had owned previously or I had done some research on, and at some point in time I thought they were undervalued. So that's kind of how I got my list. And as you can see, I have a couple shipping companies as well, or at least one with this global ship lease. Of course, my big winner, in the past was Danos, who had 30x from $3.50 to $100. But myself and my brilliance had sold at $7, $8, and $9. So I missed the $145,000 gain. I might have got $5,000 gain. I might have doubled my money or something, but maybe even tripled it in some cases. But it could have been 30x.